Calisthenics and the whole world of bodyweight training is a beautiful journey, and I'm so happy for you that you decided to get interested in that. If you found this video in the beginning of your practice, I would say you're really lucky, because there is a lot of bullshit advice on YouTube. Like, I'm not saying I'm some kind of a calisthenics prodigy. I myself consider myself like intermediate level, but I went through a lot of shit to get where I am today. And if you like imagine me standing at the top of the mountain, like the intermediate in calisthenics, I took the most fucking difficult road, the spiky bushes, everything, to get to that top. And I'm not saying this is bad, because I got a lot of experience with training, but it took a lot of time. Like, it took me fucking 6 months to get my first pull-up, and I just want to make that journey to the top of the mountain for you like the easiest as possible, like the straight line with nice pavement road to the top, you know? Today I will tell you things I wish I knew when I started training, because then my progress would really be a lot quicker. Like, when I was starting out, I watched all of the guides on YouTube for beginners. Probably watched like over 100 hours of content on YouTube just in my first year of training, so it clearly didn't really help me. So if you're serious about your own calisthenics journey progress, just don't follow any of these guides on YouTube. Of course you can watch them, you can absorb knowledge, but just follow the advice I will give in this video, because most of the guides out there just give you like one routine, one workout routine that you must follow, and like that doesn't make any sense. Every person is different, everyone needs different progress method, everyone progresses at a different pace, so how can one workout be good for everyone, you know? So in this video I won't give you any done workouts, I will just give you tools to build your own one, because that is really the key to success, to be able to build your own workouts. And also it is really fun and just part of the journey, creating your own workouts and progressing with them. It's not really that fun just having someone do the workout program for you and following it. So I promise you, by the end of this video you will be able to create your own workout program that will be really satisfying and fulfilling to progress with, and you will just achieve your goals in no time. Also, I just want to tell you that if you want to have direct coaching with me, just DM me on Instagram, link in the description. Completely free. I don't want any money from you, I just want to help you. And if you think if there is a catch, there is actually. I'm not an experienced coach, so I just want to gather some experience of you know, working with people, so maybe this can become my job in the future, who knows. So let's start by setting your own goals. Goals are really important because they give you that external motivation to train and to progress. Later in the video I will also tell you how you can get the internal motivation to don't get like discouraged, to don't start hating the training sessions. But let's start with setting your own goals. So obviously at the beginning of calisthenics you must build up the basics, the foundation. You can't start training the planche right away, because it will just take you a lot of time to get any progress in it, and you will very likely get discouraged if you will just train planche for 5 years just to get a nice straddle hold. So you probably already know what are the basic exercises. It is pull-up, it is dip, it is push-up, it is some kind of core exercise. The best one is straight leg raises, and optionally there is also squat if you want to train your legs. Obviously it is not necessary, since you will have better progress in your skills, calisthenic skills, with not too much muscle mass in your legs. So this choice is completely up to you. I don't really get why some people hate others who don't train legs. Like in any sport you have to make some sacrifices to be the best, you know. But some people also love to be like all-around athletes like me, so you choose if you want to do squats. So right now I have an actionable step for you. Create goals for each one of these exercises I mentioned. For example, it can be like 5 pull-ups, 15 dips, 20 push-ups, like 3 toe to bar leg raises. but I don't know your current level. So pick goals that will be ambitious but also realistic, so you can get them like in several months or a couple of months. I don't really know what is the difference between couple and several, but in a few months, you know. Then write down these goals like somewhere on a sticky note or something like that, and just put that sticky note in a visible place, like on your desk. Because you have to constantly see the direction you're going towards, you know? You can't forget the direction. This is the most important thing. And once we got that out of the way, let's go to the next section.
They feel me when I let the clip go, when I hit them with the iller than it gets, better believe they're gonna feel me. When I spark that truth, that real.
So unlike other channels, I won't spend fucking 90% of the video showing you how to do a push-up or a pull-up. I will just point out a few key things you need to know to do these exercises correctly. So with pull-ups, start with a dead hang, and then the first thing you need to do is to do that shrug with your shoulders. After you do that, you have to get your chin over the bar in whatever way you like. This is like up to your preference, because everyone has different biomechanics, and the most comfortable way for people to do pull-ups may be completely different for each person. Also, big thing is that many people, including me at the beginning, didn't feel my back muscles when doing pull-ups. And a pretty simple solution to that is just focusing on squeezing your scapula, your shoulder blades together while doing the pull-up and looking straight up. You can imagine like an orange between your shoulder blades that you're trying to squeeze, and then while looking up it will just provide that good position for your back muscles to start working. Second exercise, dip. Many people do dips incorrectly and then feel some problems in their sternum. The proper way to do dips safely and comfortably is just to maintain the protraction, so you can like close your chest while doing dips and look down. This is the most safe way to do dips for your shoulders, for your elbows, and you won't feel that weird pain in the middle chest. Next one, push up. Here just 3 key things. Flare out your elbows by 45 degrees, not 90, not 0 degrees, 45 is correct. Look forward and touch the ground with your chest, and keep the straight body, of course. Then the leg raise. Start by hanging with a dead hang in a slight banana position. Flex your core and maintain like a hollow body position. If you don't know what that is, you basically have to like push out your lower back by doing something like that, and then just pull as hard as you can your legs to the top, and this will just make sure that you don't use any swing to help you get that rep. And the last squat, just push your butt backwards and don't let your knees get like significantly in front of your toes. I'm not saying going with your knees over toes is bad, but it's just not a proper way to do a normal squat. If you don't have enough strength to do even one pull-up or a dip, don't worry, I will tell you later in the video what you have to do. And one more thing, in this guide I won't be talking about isometrics or eccentrics, which means basically like holding the position for time or doing negative reps, because there is just no point at getting into this stuff in the beginning. Like concentric normal reps are good enough. You don't need to overcomplicate your training.
What's the type of life that I dreamed about? You wanna cut me open, I bleed it out for the flock that your boy leading out with.
Holy shit, it's so windy. I hope you can't hear that. In order to make good progress and steady progress, you need to sleep at least 7 hours per night. Or 8 hours would be ideal. And you also gotta eat. And a lot of people overcomplicate this step, because when it comes to eating, you just have to look at your own body and decide the method you will take. If you are skinny, then just focus on eating a little bit more than you do normally day to day. If you are skinny fat, just eat the same amount as you do every day. And if you are overweight, just focus on eating less than you do every day. And obviously in each of these categories you have to also focus on increasing the protein intake, because that is just what builds your muscles and makes them recover. You could include things like cottage cheese or some extra meat, or just a few cups of milk every day to get that extra protein, you know. And that's it when it comes to diet. It is pretty simple.
I'm bound to whatever be mentally crippling, freedom within me. I'm pushing the envelope like go Geronimo. Hit 'em like an AK-47 when I get up on the microphone. You know I gotta light 'em up with everything. I gotta know the limit is infinite when I'm killing it, real with it. When I'm giving it, give me the mic, I'm feeling it. Switch. Yeah, that's a game winner with my eyes closed. and my
Okay,
prime gone. I'm
so
playing
this
grinds
part
on the-
right here is the most important thing in this video. It's the most important thing to progress overall. So really you have to max focus, 100% focus on this part, because this is crucial to progress. And what I mean is obviously progressive overload. What is progressive overload? It is just causing more stress to your muscles on every single workout that you do. This is literally the key formula, the key rule to progressing in strength and also in muscle size, but it's not really that important in hypertrophy. So there are a lot of different ways to progressively overload, but as you know, if you are a beginner, you must keep things simple, so I will just mention a few very basic ones. The first one is increasing the number of repetitions than you did last time and keeping the number of sets and exercise and everything the same. Keeping the number of repetitions the same, but increasing the number of sets, and everything else stays the same. And the third method is slightly increasing the difficulty of the exercise and keeping sets and reps the same. So this you could do, for example, with a squat with a barbell. You could do 100 kg for 3 sets of 5, and then on the next workout you could do 105 kg for 3 sets of 5 reps. When it comes to bodyweight exercises like pull-up, the third method of progressively overloading is a bit difficult to do, because in calisthenics we have different progressions. For example, pull-up and then archer pull-up. And archer pull-up is pretty significantly harder than normal pull-up. So you probably won't be able to progress from normal pull-up to archer pull-up with the same reps and the same sets just in one workout. So you will mainly use the first and the second method, and you will just increase the difficulty of the exercise, change the progression once you hit the desired number of reps and sets. We will talk about that in a minute. Obviously there are a lot more different methods to progressively overload. I will probably make a video about them in the future, but for now these 3 methods are basically all you need. It's pretty fucking cold and my mouth my muscles don't really want to work, so sorry if I pronounced something wrong. So when you just start training, you should progress on every single workout. Remember this, you should progress on every single workout, and your body should be able to recover very well in 48 hours from the training session. That is why the best split for beginners is full body workout 3 times per week. So for example, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, rest. When it comes to the exercises you're gonna be doing, you can do the 5 exercises I mentioned before, or you could also choose your own variations of these exercises. For example, diamond push-up or wide pull-up or chin-up. The only thing that matters is that the exercises you choose must be very similar in pattern of movement to the basic ones, because you just really want to develop that basic strength, that foundation, and these 5 exercises and variations of these exercises are just the best to do so. So remember about that, and then choose exercises that you really like, that you want to progress with, that you just find the most fun. For example, for me, the most fun version of push-up is a diamond push-up, and in the beginning I pretty much did only diamond push-ups, and that worked really well. When it comes to the exercise order, so what exercises to do first in a workout, you should choose these exercises that are the most difficult, or you should choose the exercises that you want to progress in the most. Remember that once you pick the exercises you want to do and the order you want to do them with, then you can't really change it. I mean, you should stick to it for at least a few weeks before you change anything. So for example, your workouts should look something like this. First pull-up, then dip, then diamond push-up, then leg raise, and then squat. And this is your workout. You will be doing it 3 times per week, and you should strive to progress on every single workout. So now, when it comes to reps and sets, it is time for you to create your own training program. You should be really excited for that, because that's what will make you progress. You already know what exercises you're gonna be doing, what order you will be doing them with, what split you will be using, how many times per week, and you also know what are your goals with these exercises. So now the only thing you have to do is create a method of progression, some kind of progression scheme for each one of these exercises. And right now I will tell you exactly how to do that. Remember what I told you earlier? You always have to cause more stress on your body than you did last time. So follow this formula for each one of your exercises. First, select the repetition range from 3 to 15 that most suits you. Select the number of sets you want to do. I would recommend 2 or 3, depending on how many repetitions are in the range you've chosen just now. And 3, plan the next progression so you know what exercises you will be doing once you hit your desired target of repetitions and sets. But what if you can't do even one pull-up or one dip? In this case, you could do jump pull-ups or negative pull-ups or some kind of isometrics, but it is really complicated to progress with this stuff. So I really recommend you to just buy 2 resistance bands, one black and one red one. It's not very expensive and it is really the best and the easiest method to progress with exercises that you're not yet able to do. And these bands will really come in handy a lot of times in your calisthenics journey because they are really useful for many different progressions. So don't hesitate to buy them. This is really a crucial step to learn the proper pull-up or dip the quickest way. So now let's see an example of progression scheme with, let's say, dips and pull-ups.
Feel me? When I let the clip go, when I hit them with the iller than it gets, better believe they're gonna feel me. When I spark that truth, that real bit of deal with a feeling, knowing they feel me. Knowing they feel me. Knowing they feel me, knowing they feel me. Knowing they feel me. Knowing they feel me, knowing they feel me. When I let the clip go, when I hit them with the iller than it gets, better believe they're gonna feel me. When I spark that truth, that real bit of deal
And
with a feeling.
every time you start doing another progression, you can already start thinking what progression you will do next. So you are already mentally ready to switch to that next progression once you hit the desired number of reps and sets on the current one. Then comes the question, how hard should you push yourself on these workouts? Should you go to absolute failure? Should you maybe stay 5 reps away from failure? Actually, I would really recommend to stay 1, maximum 2 reps away from failure. This will provide maximum benefits to your muscles without really overloading your central nervous system and causing too much damage to your body. So just focus on doing a really difficult set, but stop when you feel like you could only do 1 more rep. So this is how you will be progressing. In order to keep track of all that shit, you have to write it down somewhere. I recommend you starting a training journal. It can be a physical one or in your smartphone, but you always have to know what you did last time in order to know what you have to do now, you know. Also, in this journal you have to write how you felt, if there were any things that maybe hurt while you're training, or, you know, things like that. You have to note everything to later be able to look objectively at your progress and see what was going on. Part 5, listen to your body. Wait, I have to make the sun disappear. Oh, perfect. Everyone tells you to listen to your body, but what does it actually mean? Basically, I would explain it to you in the way that before every workout, you should try to see how your body feels. You should try to note these slight pains or discomfort that you might have in some parts of your body. And then depending on this information, you should modify your training. So for example, if you really feel sore in your chest, then you might do a little easier workout on your chest muscles, you know, so that you really let your chest muscles recover and get better on the next workout you will have. So it is little things like that. Obviously, if you feel a big pain somewhere or a big discomfort while doing an exercise, it is a very clear sign that you should stop doing that exercise until the pain goes away. So you should just use your intuition in this one and just really try to see what the body is trying to tell you. So this is the end of this guide. I really hope you got some value out of it. I really hope you created your own, very own workout program that you will progress with. If you want, you can shoot me a DM on Instagram and send me the workout program that you created. I can, you know, review it and tell you if you should change something or just start progressing with it. There will be more videos coming, more complicated ones that will give you like more advanced progression methods, so stay tuned for that and take care.